Wonderful people, viewers and subscribers, you're welcome back again. This is BVI Channel 1, where we tell you the gospel truth. And as you dey go church today, no be everything where somebody wey dey for pulpit calling himself man of God, shunning out what they call prophecy, you go take as prophecy. You get why? Don't get it twisted. I want you to listen to this one very political prophecy, and you will begin to agree with me. Watch. I'll be right back.
It's about 2023 election. The Lord said I should let all the Southeast know. Any candidate from Southeast is not going for presidency. They may spend their money, but it's not time. I'm seeing it going to Yoruba, and I've told you this. God has chosen a man. I repeat, the Southeast candidates that comes out for presidential election, they are not going. But it will go to West, a Yoruba man, Osubanjo. But I'm seeing that coming. Finally, the crisis is coming. You and I will pray today. Thank you. Give it to Jesus.
Good. You've seen that, right? You now understand what I'm saying. Because sometimes, some of you, because of your religious sentiment, you term some kind of, criticism or insight that we're making here. You term it fighting against the church or fighting against men of God. No, we are not fighting against men of God. We are opening up your eyes to see beyond your nose, to know the difference between capital L and cow leg, between Paul and Barnabas, so that you will understand between political prophecy and political calculations from visions from God. God is not the author of confusion, and God can never lie. I want you to know that. Sometimes, as humans, we have our own political beliefs, calculations, and to some of these men you call men of God, they translate their own personal opinion, their personal feelings, their personal sentiment sometimes to become a prophecy, and they will just align it with God. You will go and believe him, who climb and sinker. And that is what has been happening over the years. He is not the only one in this political prophecy, just putting themselves forward.
Take it to the mountaintop. If you have never heard it before, I'm saying it to you this morning. In the scheme of things, as far as politics of Nigeria is concerned, President Muhammadu Buhari is number 15, and yours sincerely, I'm number 16. I've never said that to you before. I never said that to you before. I make it plain this morning. I let you know it this morning. Nothing can change it. In the name of Jesus, he is number 15. I am number 60. To this end was I born, and for this purpose came I into the world. I prepared you for this for more than 30 years. That's why if he wants to run in 2019, I do not oppose. He's still number 15. It's when he steps out that I step in. His assignment is that of Moses to take Nigeria to River Jordan, but he can't cross it. He will take a Joshua to go to the other side and begin to distribute resources to the people of this nation.
Tunde Bakare, how far? He had declared himself already the 16th president of Nigeria, that God had already made it so. God told him directly. Now, Tunde Bakare, how far? Did God reveal that to you in Lagos and went to Abuja to undo it? Sometimes we just have to understand this thing. I'm talking to the Nigerian people. I'm talking to Africans generally who have been cajoled in the name of God. I wonder the place of these men in God's commandment that say, do not use the name of the Lord in vain. When I know they understand that part. But when I go talk, say, hey, you are fighting against the church. Hey, you are fighting against the ministers. Oh, do not touch the anointed and do my prophet no harm. When they are lying to you. Who called them? Some of these people called themselves. And some of these people have deviated from the call God gave them. Oh yes. And start pursuing their own personal interest whatsoever. And let me remind you, author of confusions in the name of God, that the man Peter Obi is not an Igbo presidential candidate. I'm referring to the man of God that said it is not the turn of Ndi Igbo. Who is interested in the turn of Ndi Igbo? That is the lie, the scam being sold by politicians, using some of these men, so-called men of God, to sell these lies to you. It's not the turn of Ndi Igbo. It's not the turn of the Yorubas. It's not the turn of the Hausas. All the people that it has been their turn. How far? The Yorubas, the House of Fulanis, the South, that it has been their turn all these years. How far with their people? You are telling us, yeah, it is not the turn of Ndi Igbo. Peter Obi is not taking the turn of Ndi Igbo. Peter Obi is only taking the turn of the oppressed Nigerians. From the east to the west, to the north, and to the south. He is taking the turns of hundreds of millions of poor Nigerians. Hundreds of millions of people who have been deprived of what is called good governance. People living in abject poverty in the midst of plenty. He is the one taking their turn. And this is the message everyone get to know. Coming from Good Governance Ministry. The only ministry that speaks not from human calculation. I am the voice of God. I'm not doing this on my own. I have resigned completely from my own will. The voice of God is the voice of the people, and I speak for the people. Now, take this message out there. Let every Nigerian wake up from their religious slumber and ask God to open their spiritual eyes to see that this revolution that is about to happen depends on them. You don't need to pray any further. Whether you are a Muslim or you are a Christian or you are practicing traditional worship, it is time to wake up, because after God's power, it is political power. And God has given the people the power. Use it effectively this time. Do not allow anyone to deceive you. Go and get your PVC and get ready. I'm signing out. Please, my people, make this video go viral. Let more Nigerians get to know this truth. We've been speaking it over the years. And thank God, Nigerians are waking up. You can just do your own bit by clicking on the share button. Let everyone around you get this message. I'm only a voice. I'm also Chinet Peters, the Archbishop, Good Governance Ministry, the activator of ballot revolution. I'm signing out. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Drop your comments. Let me have your opinion. Stay safe. Bye-bye.